Woo, Papa Dog, we are back and just got everything chained down. Let's get this machine off the deck here. So first things first, I just want to peel away this vegetation here. We don't need that. And then I'm going to go back, scrape off all this rock. Just want to minimize the amount of grass though. This big bucket's really nice for right here. It's literally the size of my skid steer bucket. A little bit of moisture right there. All right. I guess the moment we dig down, we'll hit some good moisture in the dirt, so that's going to save me a lot of time. If I need to bring the water trailer right here just for a little bit, just for we start actually packing things down, that's not bad. I can deal with that. So I got all the rock all scooped up and stuff. For the most part, just got the bulk of it. I'll clean the rest up with this thing. Found a good spot to haul it to have it prepped for what we need it for next, since I'm having 2 transfers come to coat this stuff when we're done. So we'll just take care of all this stuff first. Just love all the stupid beeping this thing does. Watch out, puppy! They're coming. Well, we're digging now, and you see all those chunks. That's actually old. That's old prehistoric floor. That's all silt. They're not rocks, just super compact silt. An old riverbed, waterbed, whatever the heck it might have been. But I ran into this exact same type of stuff before on another job on the other side of the hill. With all the geologists saying like where it came from, why it's here, and what you can do with it, what you can't. But I know this stuff is compactable. It breaks up super easy. It kind of like flakes away. Like here's this little piece right here, just, you know, it shatters right there. But you do need an actual compactor to break that stuff apart and use it. And it's literally silt. And but there's a clay content in it, so it's usable for compaction. short words, short story. That's the fun part about usually working with DG. You get good layers, then you get this silt layer, and then it gets good again, and then all of a sudden you hit a huge boulder. There's always trade-offs. And then it's nice too when it gets stuck in your teeth. It kind of like rolls your bucket up and around, and just stops you dead in your tracks too. I brought all my buckets with me. I bought the 18, the 71, and the 36, so can get through just about everything. As long as I don't need a jackhammer, I think we'll be good. I was gonna rent a dozer for this job. I did, as you saw before, I rented a dozer to first do this job. I didn't really have much equipment. I just had my little Mini and a little Kubota L2501 when I did this job, and I rented the dozer and anything else I would have needed. But the rental rates are just, I mean, it's expensive to rent a machine like that. I mean, I have a compactor coming out here, and it's a small one. It's still going to cost me like, what was it, like $1,600? And I'm going to have them deliver it. Like, yeah, I know I can go pick it up and tow it, but, you know, trying to do the math on, you know, going there in the morning, picking it up, bringing it here, and, I mean, I'm going to lose so much time to be productive rather than just giving them the $400 to bring it and take it. So I'm like, you know what, that's worth my time. I'm not going to be that stingy with something where I know my time is a lot more valuable being here than it is going all the way down, you know, making a, you know, hour trip at least just to go pick up a machine. It's not worth it. That's probably just an hour to get back here. So, I mean, a 2-hour round trip, for goodness sakes. So, not worth it for me. Not one bit. Come on, you floor. There we go. Look at that. Just, this 310's got some power. This is a 36-inch bucket, and I think it holds, it's a, what was it? It's like a 0.57 yard bucket-ish. Or 4.7, I don't know, one of the two. It's either it's pretty much a half-yard bucket, and this thing handles it so well. I mean, it's like a little mini production machine, for goodness sakes. It's like the 336 of mini excavators. I think that's the best I can say. Probably one of my more favorite excavators if I ever get to own one, or a 335F, a zero swing, 80,000 pound behemoth of a machine. Those things are awesome. One thing I'll tell you though, so with this kind of material, using a dozer is kind of nice. So, you know, you rip, you blade, and then every time you're tracking over with the grousers, you're breaking all these rocks apart, and you're kind of getting them all, everything pre-prepped for use. So, I mean, there's a trade-off on everything. I can only go so far. And that right there, feeling like some granite. I'm definitely going to need water. This ground is definitely not saturated as much. And this stuff, I mean, this ground like perks pretty quick too. Or just drains off too. Like this silt stuff kind of just becomes mucky. It'll soak up the water really quick. I want to have this entire road, this top side dug out today, and do the feather grading into what I've cut. That's the goal. this up with the smooth bucket after the fact. I'll put this camera outside and do a time lapse. I think that's what you guys need to see. Well, good new morning. Well, it's been way too many phone calls and messages this morning. I got nothing done. I've moved maybe like 20 yards of dirt so far. And now the cows are out. So, just got the R630 working probably the entire day today, moving that entire pile of dirt over here. I got the road all cut out. I still need to soften this edge over here. So I just gotta adjust this little kick up, just kind of blend that in. 5.5 foot cut all throughout here. This is also getting sloped off just like that. Finish off this slope. Have a little bit of a super in here just for drainage, and got this all seldomed off. I might just fix that just a little bit. There's a little bit of a kind of a hump right through there. Finish all that over there, and then yeah, so I'm moving all this dirt. I think there's probably 400 500 yards there, probably. I lost count already. I'm at 12 scoops. I didn't really lose count, but I'm at 12 scoops, and that's a 1.5 yard bucket that's on the R630. So I need to get one of those clickers. I left it at home, but it'll be kind of nice to keep track of how much earth I'm moving. Yeah, let's get jamming, move all this stuff. I wish I had another guy here, but I couldn't get anybody. It would have been really nice to condition all the soil, get moisture in it before or during moving all of it for compaction, but you win some, you lose some. So he got a new toy too, so he's happy. All right, let's get moving. Grab your toy. Now you can move. Go on. Friggin' no man left behind.
your toy. Go get it. Go get your toy. No, we're not playing right now. Come on. You gotta go lay down. Sorry. Sorry, I know it's a bummer.
Yeah, so we got all that dirt done, and yeah, so we're looking at about, I think, 150 scoops, 1.5 yard bucket, I guess, 225, 250 yards. There's a lot of dirt over there. All right, we are, I forgot to start recording, but just cutting these slopes down. Want to finish up this side. Jeez, stop hopping. Just listening to my podcast here. I don't know who else listens to Joe Rogan. He's entertaining to listen to. I like his ideas. I know he's technically Democrat or anything. I'm not really, honestly, that political of a person. I think no matter what, if you read the Bible and you're Christian, things never really truly get better. They just get worse. That's not my mentality of life, but there's only so far I'll go to still have faith in humanity. I just do my own thing. It's the reason why I live where I live. Like-minded people, like-minded county for the most part. And I'll say probably 95% of my customers are, the same mentality. It's kind of one of the biggest things with customer basis. If I don't know, if I can't really get along too easily, or have easy discussions. I mean, I'm not saying something has to be political for a discussion for us to agree upon, but just getting the who the person is. If they're kind of off, weird, I don't know. I mean, that's a telltale sign, but typically I guess not typically, but I have done a few jobs with a few people. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna be, completely professional with this person, and I'm not here to make a friendship or anything. Other than like some of my other customers, where you kind of you build a really good relationship with them as a customer friend kind of a deal. Like, honestly, like these people right here that I'm working for, before I left yesterday, I was talking with them for like an hour, that kind of stuff. And if I'm not able to do that with somebody, honestly, it feels like every time the job was finished, something was weird or off or not right, or they're like the Karens in society, sad to say. Apologize if your name is Karen, or someone that's not a Karen that is named Karen. Sorry, not sorry, something like that. Man, I don't know what my little ramble was going on about. I guess, I don't know if I apologized already, but sorry about the window. I haven't cleaned it yet. My view is nice and clean, but your view is kind of a little scruffy. Let's see here. Well, yeah, we're just finishing up this cut on this side, make this area look all nice, get it cleaned up. Can't even see anything now. And then scoop all this out of here. It's kind of all this dirt here is kind of just like what I'll dump around the edges of the pad. It's not going to be structural whatsoever. I don't want all this organics in there and whatnot. It's kind of easiest, best way to get rid of it instead of making a big old mound somewhere. Or even trying to spread it out. This stuff with grass in it is just, it's miserable to try to spread out. Not a fun time. I'm sure she was talking about putting rocks all up against this slope and kind of landscaping it. I told her, yeah, sure. I'm like, I'm not a landscaper, but I can definitely place some big rocks in specific areas and then rip wrap this entire edge. Make it look nice, inviting. I guess when you drive up here, it's not just dirt for now, but this stuff will get taken over really, really easily with all these, with all the grass and vegetation here. This stuff takes over like within a year. It'll start sprouting. We are like right on the property line. I think I'm on the other property, but You saw the dirt works on their property. All going off that one wooden pole in a very sideways line. That makes us help us do this. Well, good morning. We are nice, fresh, new start of the day. So I kind of got sidetracked with work and I forgot to keep on recording, but I started cutting the entire pad and started doing the lifts on that. I'll kind of show you what I've gotten done so far. I put this over here so I can fuel it up, and I didn't do that. So it's Saturday. I can work lazily or get around this tree here. All right, this pad we got going on so far. Built this down here to, you know, help catch spoils because the main pad's only 20 feet. It's gonna be more around over here, but just something to catch spoils and then excavate this back up, just ramp everything off after the fact. And it's kind of hard to condition dirt by yourself, but I'm trying. I have a little bit of pressure. He gets excited, of course, with the hose. So let's mix up some dirt. You say good morning? No? You want to say good morning? No good morning? Well, good morning. Day 5, I think. Pad's almost there. Got her all wetted down. Really cutting it close on dirt. Yeah, we're just scooting right along. It's going good. I don't know if you can see that nice view over there. Nice and clear. So today, just a bunch of prep. Well, and I wanted to get this pad done today, and then completely have the rest of that driveway completely tuned up. There's a few high spots I want to cut down, get that ready. I got gravel coming in tomorrow morning, and then do a bunch of grading with the gravel. They're gonna just tailgate it, and I'll just kind of do all the little knickknacks. And then all this rock is gonna go on top of this pad just for, you know, a parking area for now at least. Until they want to build on it, it's probably gonna be a year or two. But at least they'll have a nice pad to build a nice garage on. They want to do like 32 by 24. So yeah, things are going. Water trailer's kicking butt. Man, I was having so many problems with this thing. I was having like the float bowl wasn't filling up, the float wasn't letting fuel in, then it got stuck, and I don't know if it was just going down the bumpy road, because I think at one point the tank was dry. I think the float was just flapping around and it screwed it up, but it's working good now again. I probably will have to replace that motor soon. Man, every time I change the oil on it, there's a lot of metal flakes in there. It's starting to eat itself alive. I don't even know. I mean, this was a rental from Cat, and I bought their rental piece. Usually these are red and all their rentals are yellow, but it got a good smoking deal on this thing for being a rental. And I mean, they tuned it, it was all good. They put a new pump and impeller and everything on there also before I grabbed it. But the motor, I don't know how many hours this thing has on it, but I'm just gonna buy one of those Harbor Freight motors. It's a direct replacement of that, and it has more power than that thing too, because it's like a GX 200 equivalent, the Harbor Freight one, and this is just a 120. I guess as long as it fits, it should fit. It's about the same size, and hey, more power, more pressure, maybe, I don't know. So I think that'll be a good upgrade. But yeah, for now, let's get to finishing up this pad. I'm just gonna put the camera on time lapse so you guys enjoy it. Another great morning, you guys. I just want to, I know as I'm editing this video, I'm going to figure out that I didn't talk enough in it or explain what I was doing. There's just a bunch of footage going on, but I think you guys got the gist of it, of whatever the heck is actually going on. It's really hard to keep track of the camera and keep on working and try to stay productive, because I'm always trying to hammer down, get things done as quick as possible. Last few days have been pretty dang warm. I think we hit over here, I swear it hit probably like 85 or 90 degrees, because there was one day I was sweating my butt off everything I did. I was really happy every time I got back into 310. What's up, folks? Hi. But then today it's like 45 or 50 degrees or something like that. It's nice, brisk, chilly wind. Wind started picking up yesterday pretty dang good too. But it's gonna start raining now. Starting to have highs in the mid 50s, low 50s, and lots of rain coming in. It was gonna rain today, might hold off, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I just want to apologize and say that I knew I was gonna probably do a voiceover or something like that on the video explaining a bunch of stuff. Maybe, I don't know if I did or not. We'll see when I edit the video. But so the pad's over there, puppy dog's right there. So all this excavated out 260 yards about, all to fill that monstrous pad. Took every little last bit of dirt. I even kept on cutting the pad back, because I only needed 24 feet from our start point out. And then they wanted it 32 foot wide, but the pad is exactly 32 foot wide because of the trees. So you can still build a building, you're just gonna have to have a little bit deeper footings. but everything is really compact. When I was digging the hillside back out to use more dirt to get on the top lift, that stuff's in there good. That little thing, it's little, but it's still, it packs that stuff in quite well. I'm gonna finish up spreading that rock, make it look a little bit nicer, and then I got rock coming in today. I got 2 transfer loads coming. We'll get that dumped here. All this, so when I first cut this out or built this road, they told me it gets really muddy, so I brought in a bunch of 3/4 clean, just to bring up the strength of the road, to have less soft spots. And you know, it worked. But the thing is, with clean crush, it moves around a lot, it doesn't compact. But for years, especially if the rancher down here uses this road every single day, there's not a single pothole, there's not a single rut. And I went down and just regraded everything down, got all the rock from the edges and pulled them over. And then over here, I made this layer 3/4 clean, just really thin, and just smacked it into the road. Have a really good strong base. And then I'm getting 3/4 AB in here now, and get all this all nice and layered up and tied in over there, and then smack that down too with a compactor, and then she'll be good to go. And the thing is, so yeah, usually you want to use like a smooth drum roller, but I had the pad compactor, so that's what we're going to be using for the gravel. And honestly, yeah, sure, it's going to leave pucks in the road, but the moment you back drag it, it's a nice smooth layer right over the top. So the first little bit, I'm just going to smack that stuff down, get it all, you know, bound together, I guess be the word I'm trying to find, and then just grate it with the loader, and she'll be good. She'll be pre-compacted, ready to roll. It'll be awesome too. We're about to get a lot of rain, so there's winds on that. And then I have, of course, right on that main turn, I have a little bit of a low spot, so I'm just getting that filled in. It went smooth over there, it sucked all through here, and then it got smooth again. Just start hitting this rock, man. This stuff sucks. I mean, it's almost rock, but it breaks apart kind of. Well, actually, this is rock straight up, but it breaks apart, but it's still not the easiest thing to really dig through. It's great too, like the chunks will break up and get stuck right between the teeth, and then you'll feel your whole bucket kind of roll up and over. It's really annoying, but I'm proud of this. This came out super good. It looks nice. No, we're not going to have any slough off. The rain's going to wash everything out and kind of clean it up too. It's going to make it look nice. And down there too, the rock, that clean drained rock, is pretty much just going to be used as a water flow around the edges of the road. It worked out great before. It's going to work out great now. There's really no... What are you doing, man? There's real no erosion issues. What? You want attention? Why don't you go get a stick? No, go get a stick. Come on, go get a stick. Where's your sticks? Go. Here, go. It's a twig. What? Where's your stick? There's not enough sticks around here. Hey, go get a stick. Freaking homeboy's getting bored trying to grab dirt. What the heck was I saying? There's never been any drainage issues. There's no flooding. There's no big erosion issues. Yeah. So technically too, this is the rancher's property, but he's kind enough, he doesn't mind. Especially, he has cattle that's grazing out here. He's an awesome guy. So like this cut is right on that property line here. Goes straight down to that pole. Just goes all the way up to that fence line up there. So they were gonna have me put culverts in there. A culvert through here. I guess they were saying there was some water that accumulated over there, but nothing major, because there was no damage. But we were trying to keep the costs down, but honestly, with the pad location change, the costs went back up. And that kind of defeated that. I'm trying to be as kind as I can to these guys. I have to make money, but I'm trying to be as fair as possible. There's a few things I didn't charge for that I 100% would have anybody else, but I'm just trying to be, I mean, this is their project, and this is, you know, they have a property project pretty much that they've been doing, because these guys, they live 8 hours down south. Super kind people, especially when they start talking about, hey, what kind of gun should I buy next? I'm like, oh, sweet, yeah, frickin', I'll get in that conversation, no problem. I'd talk for 7 minutes already. Yeah, I think before I keep on rambling off too long, I guess I'll see how long this video is now, and we'll go from there. So I'll stop talking. I'll see you guys when trucks show up. Oh yeah. Sweet. We got the first load down. So go grab the next transfer. I'll probably see him in like an hour or two. So I'm gonna go open up the gate for him. Yeah, it's chilly outside today. Yeah, boy. Damn cows pooping on the road. almost forgot to take the bucket off too. How much does this thing weigh? Actually, I have the tag on this one still. Covered in grease. 662 pounds. Not including grease. This one weighs 447 pounds. This one, I broke the tag off by mistake, but this one weighs 992 pounds. The tag was like somewhere over here, and usually like when I grab the bucket, I hit the tag and ripped it off. Yeah, it's like 962 or 992. It weighs a lot. Don't crush your toe with that thing. Yeah. Hey, baby. How you doing? She looks good, don't she? Bam. Slam. And just like that, we're done. You can't see it, but it's all tied down. Chained down. Whatever. So, yeah. Still waiting on the truck. So, meantime, just kick back and do nothing. Yeah. I always want to just get the heaviest machine out of here first, and then the second load ought to be easier. It's about 10,000 pounds lighter, so that's a plus. All right, well, I guess I'll see you guys back when I get the truck, and I'll hopefully actually record graded and doing the rest, and then finish up this video. I have no idea how long this video is going to be, but I filled up like a 120 gig card thing. It's showing I got just a little bit memory left in the camera. So yeah, see you guys back here shortly. Okay, I remember the camera. We're good. Let's do some grading. I'll get a little bit of footage of this dump thing, and then we'll call it good. And just a little bit more grading to go. It's cold outside, I swear. And we're done. The sun's hot, the wind's cold, sun goes away, it gets cold. All right, we are all done with this dang thing. Just topped her off. Fuel sucker upper right here, that's for sure. And I'm gonna go road it down all the way to the gate and walk back. Let's go do that real quick. I think dump truck should be back here soon. I know you're saying, oh, you're going too fast for it to achieve compaction. Look, I already compacted the first base extremely well. Just wanted to tie that in a little bit to the bottom. And then every single time it gets driven on, it's gonna do great and get all nice and settled in. And then perfect timing too with the rain. It's gonna wash all the fines down below and clean all the rocks off, and we'll be square. Be solid. Here's the culvert I did 4 years ago. I think I got a picture. I'll put it up if I can find the photo. Man, this stuff is overgrown so much. Yeah, there's a culvert in there, believe it or not. He's seen something. Typically lizards, I don't have to worry about. He doesn't like snakes. He doesn't chase after those, but lizards, he goes after. Yeah. Sucker's been holding up real well. Definitely looks 4 years old now. Guess one thing, I didn't put any visqueen or any stuff down below. This area perks really well, so might as well just let it do its thing. The biggest thing is putting all the riprap in. Don't let the sediment clog up the culvert pipe, at least. That's weird. I just figured out too, the dirt is magnetic. When I put my GoPro on the ground, all the dirt was stuck at the bottom. I was like, what the heck? And tried it again, and yeah, the dirt's magnetic. I guess there's some iron in it. Beats me. I'm not a geologist, dirtologist. Sweet. Well, yeah, we'll get that one last load. We are done. Get the excavator back home, and then come back and grab the loader and all the buckets and all that good stuff. And I'll make a little separate video for that one. So I'll make a separate driving video for that if you guys want to watch that. Same thing as me coming here, but be good. So I guess if you stuck around for this hour or so long video, let me know. I don't know, comment down below, like, what's the biggest job that you've done? What's the biggest, I guess, break that you've gotten to, you know, get to that next level, get to that next step, you know, one big massive job? Because before this job, uphill, oh my god, sorry, this job 4 years ago was kind of like my big break. It kind of made me really feel proud of myself to get something this size. Now look what I'm doing. Look at how much earth I can move now. It's really cool. Like, I'm not just ripping out a stump. I'm not going over someone's house and, you know, cutting a pad for a shed or just doing some grade work. I'm over here cutting out an entire hillside. Now I'm doing, you know, hundreds of acres of forest work. I have another job that I won the bid on to do a whole house pad on like 4 acres or something like that, or like 2 acres. So it's cool. So I mean, let me know, what was that step that you took, or what was that opportunity you had to get to that next level? I think that's a good way to think about it. You happy what you're doing? If you're not, change it up. I'm definitely not one that likes to do something, or that wants to work at a place or do something that you miserable, or you wake up every single morning and you're like, oh, I gotta go to work. No, I'll say 80% of the time I wake up before my alarm clock. I'm excited to get things prepped. Don't get me wrong, it's tedious. Sometimes I'm like, oh, for the love of God, but I mean, I swear, 90% of the time I'm happy. The time and the work and the sweat I put in is paying off. This is almost paid off. I'm paying this off. So work for what you love to do. Work for yourself if you can. If you got a good boss and you have your day-to-day job, have at it. If you love what you do, then awesome. But if you don't, you need to do something that you love, because you want to wake up every single time and be proud of what you've done, and be proud of where you're at and where you are. So I'm just gonna cut it off there, talking too much. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.